Trump launched his own meme token. We are seeing a company of Trump buying a lot of Ethereum, Aave and other cryptocurrencies. Guys, in today's video, we are going to have a look at what is happening with Donald Trump around cryptocurrencies. We are going to have a look at what his company basically is buying and why that is so important and why that might even change the narrative for the shorter term time frame when we have a look at XRP and other things. And later in this video I will do some technical analysis on XRP, and we are also going to have a look at some other charts which are very interesting. For example, the Bitcoin dominance. And I have actually a very clear story in today's video on what I think is going to happen in the next coming months, and it will become very, very exciting. So guys, let's jump straight into it, and let's start off, guys, with the official Trump token. And this is actually really crazy. When I saw this was happening, I first couldn't believe it. Like, what? Did the president of the United States launched its own meme token? And then later even they launched a meme token for his wife, Melania Trump. And I gotta be honest, like if you look at the moral or integrity with this action, I don't like it too much, because the thing is, the most obvious reason why anyone would launch a meme token is actually greed. Because a meme token, the fundamental structure of a meme token is that you create a token, right? You have the majority of the token you have completely for free. So you create just something very easy, because it's just in a snap you can create a meme token. Most of that supply is for yourself as the creator. Then you promote it, then money will flow in that liquid supply. You will earn money by that. You'll dump your part on the market, so you will get money. So you basically get, it's one of the most easiest ways for celebrities to get money instantly. Look at Haktua, look at other people like Andrew Tate also doing these things. And for me personally, it is a bit, I don't like it that much, because there will always be the last people who enter the meme token will always be ones who will get hurt. So that's not a structure of a win-win. The early ones will win, the later ones they will get hurt. So, and the one who created will always profit without any risk. The only risk that the creator has is his imago, like how people look at him, because they can see through what actually is happening. But yeah, apparently not many people are angry about it. I also say, like, angry is not a good word, because everyone who's buying this token, they give their consent. So you actually give your consent in doing that gamble with the odds against your favor. It's not like someone is stealing money from you, but it's in an indirect, it is a form of stealing through manipulation, I believe that. But yeah, nevertheless, guys, this is super crazy. It rallied to a price of roughly $75 US. Right now it's at 40, almost at $40 US. But this is the most important thing. It really says something about the climate that we are in. We are most likely, guys, in the later phases of this bull market, because when we are seeing such crazy things happening, where a president of the United States is launching his own meme token, then even one day before his presidency, that's just nuts. And you also have to imagine that for all the companies and institutions that want to dip their toes into crypto, at least for the shorter term time frame, they are not scared of regulations anymore, because, I mean, the ruler of the country is making a meme token, so they will not be scared of regulations. But for the longer term time frame, this is not the most positive action, if you ask me. There are a couple of things that are possible. So maybe he's going to put this money into different projects. Maybe he's going to he maybe already did that through a Liberty of Finance. Maybe he's going to put that in XRP. That is definitely possible. But right now, it is also something that I want to talk about in today's video. Trump is president right now. The SEC chairman, Gary Gensler, is gone. He hasn't mentioned XRP. He hasn't mentioned ISO 222 tokens. Trump has not mentioned that they had he had a dinner with Brett Garlinghouse, but he just basically launched his own meme token, and what he buys with Liberty of Finance is not XRP. So this is going to be an important topic of today's video, because this is a big elephant in the room for all of us that is expecting XRP to basically take off, right? But I have a very logical explanation for that, which we will go into right now. So we have World Liberty Financial. This is you can even see he's on the homepage of this website. This is the WLFI token. People could buy this token, and basically what this is doing, this company buys different tokens. So you can really see that Trump and his and his plans are really involved in crypto. So crypto is going to be a very high priority in his in the structure of the new world from him. So that is really fitting the story of that wealth transfer and everything. The only thing that's a little bit weird right now is that the World Liberty Finance, they are buying many altcoins, but they are not buying XRP. So they bought actually a lot of Ethereum recently, guys, really a lot of Ethereum. So they have for 188 million, they have Ethereum. First they bought just a little bit together with Tron, TRX, ENA, Link, Aave. And right now they bought a lot of Ethereum. So definitely there's something going on, because Ethereum is also a little bit the enemy. When we look at the documentary of XRP Unleashed, Ethereum is also a little bit the enemy of XRP, but nevertheless it still holds a high value for the Trump administration. Otherwise they wouldn't buy so much Ethereum, right? I mean, the Ethereum is their biggest holding. That's something, it has to sink in with us. It is their biggest holding. So he's definitely expecting something to happen with Ethereum, and the narrative right now at this specific moment that it is XRP only, because this is the bank token and all the other altcoins are going to go away. That right now is not manifesting, right? We are seeing right now that these other altcoins are being very much welcomed in the equation as well. And that is a very important move, because that maybe tells us that for XRP later to become maybe the more stable cryptocurrency, the more adopted, the one used by banks, that happens in a later stage, but probably not next month. Probably not next month. Because we are seeing a lot of welcoming arms to other cryptocurrencies. And this is very interesting, guys. The cryptocurrencies that we see right here. So Aave, I know Aave because Aave is a DeFi token. ENA is a DeFi token. As you can see right here, you can get like an APY. So what you can see also is that they are actually investing. Link also is kind of a DeFi token. It is making a bridge between multiple blockchains, makes it able to transact between cross-blockchain payments. Actually, very interesting the picks that they do to invest in. Right, Tron also very interesting that they are investing in Tron. Tron is their own network, which has also US dollar Tether on their network, which you can send pretty cheap actually using the TIX network. So the picks that they have on altcoins are actually very, very interesting, and also really in the corner of DeFi, I have to say. So I see that there's definitely some intentions going on right here, that they expect something to happen with these tokens. And don't forget, these are also, I mean, he's the president of the United States. Like, he also is going to work directly with the laws and regulations of cryptocurrencies. And when he buys these tokens, I personally think that that's a very positive sign. I have to be careful what I say, but it's a very positive sign for the short, midterm price action of the cryptocurrencies. I'm not necessarily talking about adoption, but about the price, because they definitely expect more liquidity to flow into these tokens. Otherwise, he's a businessman, he wouldn't buy these tokens. And that brings me to the next story, guys, and that is, of course, what's happening with the markets, like what is happening with Bitcoin, what is happening with altcoins. And what we can see, guys, is that if we look at the Bitcoin dominance, and this is a chart that basically tells us where the money is flowing to Bitcoin from the cryptocurrency markets or to altcoins. And right now we have seen already for a very long period of time, so since August of 2022, this thing has only been going up. So you gotta imagine, guys, that there are many people, many altcoin holders, many people that are in the crypto space right here. And I can get rid of the wait for the Fibonacci level. So you got many people that are positioned into altcoins during this whole phase. So they have been suffering for over 2 years. They have seen Bitcoin going up. They have seen XRP going up, and they are positioned in other altcoins like maybe Ethereum. Imagine the smell of Ethereum holders during this bull market so far. That must be hurting so much. That must be a lot of pain for them. But I believe, and that's the whole point, I believe that is coming to an end. We have seen a very long period of Bitcoin only. Then at the end, there came a period of, wow, XRP only. So it's very remarkable, guys, that XRP during this Bitcoin dominance has seen such a significant rally. That's really wow, because XRP sucked up a lot of liquidity in the markets while there was not an altcoin season. But the crazy thing is, guys, we have seen something similar in 2000 and in the bull market of 2016 and 2017. We had in that period we had Bitcoin breaking all-time highs, XRP completely taking off, and then after that we have seen a massive, and that was so far I believe the biggest altcoin season that we have seen ever in the history of crypto. 2017 was a crazy bull market, and I believe personally right now that we are going to see something similar. So I believe that the next step in this bull market is going to be an altcoin season, and that might not happen tomorrow, but normally February, March, and April and May. Those are the coming 4 months. They, I believe, are going to be very, very bullish for many altcoins out there. We can see a lot of setups from altcoins. They are already looking very bullish. Probably it will also be very bullish for XRP. I think XRP will go up when we are seeing an altcoin season, especially because it has been showing so much strength while we were not in an altcoin season. But I'm also going to be honest, guys, that I believe that we also have to be able, during that altcoin season, if you are holding any altcoins, that you have to be able to also take profits on these altcoins, because we still have in the background, we still have that luring on inverted yield curve. We have those high interest rates which has been going on for a very long time, and they were very, very high. So I definitely expect that later this year, most likely later this year, and by the end, and really by the end, the beginning of 2026, I believe we are going to see a massive correction across all the markets. And we have to prepare a little bit for that, and that's very important. I'm going to focus on that as well. That's also why I said in the previous videos, like, you have to learn how to take profit. It's very difficult, especially when this is your first bull market or your second bull market. It's difficult to take profit. If this is your third bull market, then it might be a little bit easier because you've already been through this roller coaster many times, right? You already had conflicting beliefs. So I'm just putting myself out there a little bit. I sometimes had a belief like in 2017 that there's no possibility that Bitcoin will not reach $100,000. Well, it did not. So my belief at that moment eventually you know, like I didn't have a strategy. I had a belief that Bitcoin will become 100,000 US dollars. This was a euphoric emotional belief. I didn't recognize it at that moment. Therefore, I didn't take profits. I also had a belief that a US dollar tether is going to fail and that my money is not safe there, right? That's the feeling you can get in a bull market. But then in the end, US dollar tether survives, and it was the best way to just have, in the bear market, your money in that stablecoin. So we have to, once we've been through these things, we can actually make better decisions. Like, okay, I feel now that this might be the case. I know that I can be wrong, so I'm going to put my eggs in different baskets. So even though I'm wrong, I will not be hurt. My quality of life will not change. That's very important. But so far, guys, we have been rocking the last part of 2024 with our XRP trades. We've been rocking 2025 already as well. And I believe, guys, the next step that we are going to see, especially looking at the behavior of the president of the United States. Yes, you heard that right. I believe the next step is going to be a massive altcoin season. And whether that will occur in February, whether that will occur in March, April, or May, but somewhere along these months, and it's easy said, I know one of these months will be altcoin season. I think sooner rather than later, we will see a massive altcoin season, something like we have seen in something like this, where the Bitcoin dominance just like really comes down, and a lot of money from Bitcoin is flowing into altcoins, and a lot of money can be made in the altcoin space. I believe that is going to happen. It might not last that long. It might last very long, but it is important for you and me both to learn to take profits along the way, because many of these altcoins, especially in the next bear market, when the next bear market hits, guys, I think many of these altcoins will not survive. They will lose 80%, 90%, 99%, or maybe 100% of their whole valuation. So you don't want to hold that. So for the next bear market, which is, we still don't know how that's going to manifest. I'm going to watch that closely. I'm really going to do my best to help you guys to make the right decisions, right? That's really my goal at this specific moment. I really want to be connected myself to be able to give you guys a honest opinion, which is inspired by my technical skills, but also inspired by my spiritual skills or by my gut feeling. This is very important. So I really do my best to get a good feeling, objective feeling on what is going on in the markets, right? So also for the bear market that is going to come, I believe, I made also multiple videos about that, we have to have a certain strategy, because if we would have 100% in stable coins, and we are seeing, for example, still that transition from the collapse of the dollar into XRP, you don't want to be 100% in stable coins. So we have to be able to think about this, but we also shouldn't be blindly holding just one token and then just waiting till that one goes in infinity. Well, right now we're already seeing some signs that at this specific moment that will not happen, because there is money flowing from the president of the United States to different places. Not even all are ISO 222 tokens. So this was a narrative that we have been in, and the narrative has been having a big hype, and all the prices of the tokens went up. But right now the next narrative, and this is just shorter term time frame, I'm talking about the next coming months, right? So the whole story of the wealth transfer and ISO 222 still can be valid for maybe the next 6 months, or you know what I mean? So it can still be valid, but we shouldn't expect it right now, because right now we are getting some signals that things will be more diluted. I hope this is the right English word. It will be more diluted. Altcoins will have a chance, and I'm actually going to be honest, I think many people deserve that as well. So all the people that have been holding altcoins, have been holding Ethereum during this period of time, they have been suffering. They have been seeing the crypto markets taking off. They have been seeing many gains with other people. They have been seeing us screaming on videos, wow, XRP doubled, tripled our portfolio. Imagine how that feels for them. I think right now they will get a moment of shine. They will get a moment where they will shine as well. So many altcoins, I believe, looking good. So for example, this is an altcoin. This is called Ondo. I believe like this is just like a setup that I'm seeing. That not necessarily that you have to buy this token right now, definitely not. But a lot of altcoins across the board are looking like this. So we have like a falling wedge breaking out. Maybe this is a first wave with a fourth wave correction. We are coming down right here. The relative strength index of actually the momentum indicators and the relative strength index really coming down, while we're actually seeing in the token price a higher low. This is pretty bullish setup for these altcoins. I expect a more continuational move to the upside. If I take out another altcoin that I actually liked seeing the other day, that's this one, side token. It is at a support right now, so if we zoom out a little bit, then you can see that we are at some form of a support. Of course, if we are going to break the support to the downside, that will be very bearish, and maybe we already have seen a bull market top. If that's the case, that is definitely possible. I don't think that's the case because we have not seen any altcoin season at all this whole market. So generally speaking, we will see something like that in the later phase of the bull market, and I believe we are in the later phase of the bull market, because in the later phase of the bull market, irrational things happening, crazy things happening, which will be a story of every bull market. And definitely one of the stories of this bull market is that the president of the United States, guys, launched its own meme token, and we are going to look at this when things calm down again, and we are going to see the ridiculousness of this. And we already, probably you and me already feel it right now. Like, I'm not going to endorse this. This is not a good thing, to be honest, because we have to have, it's very important, guys, that we have in this new world that we are going into, we have to have integrity, and we have to have a high moral standard, and we have to act. All our actions have to be aligned, or have to be from the intention of love. And creating a meme token, or maybe I just cannot see the bigger picture. Maybe my mind is too narrow that I cannot see it. But from the knowledge that I have, and from my intuition and my development, I don't see this creating a meme token. I cannot see this or interpret this as an act of love. It's not an act of love to create a token and extract liquidity out of the markets from innocent people. People who do eventually give their consent. So it's your responsibility if you are doing anything with this. But still, many people, they don't know, they jump on the hype, they will lose money, and I don't see this as an act of love, because there's not everyone is winning. Then we go to the last part of this video, guys, and that is of course XRP. And XRP, I have been saying in the previous video, I expect XRP, or not expect, but I believe it is very possible, looking from an analytical point of view, that XRP is going to take what is called a breather. It's going to calm down a little bit. Why? Because we have bearish divergences across the board. We have a higher high from XRP into the resistance, lower highs on the relative strength index, lower highs on the MACD. Can this thing just rally further and go higher? Yes, most likely it will do, because we haven't stopped this uptrend yet. Also, when we look at the heat map right here, we had a bounce with XRP, but we haven't tapped that liquidity yet. So still, I believe XRP will go up to $3, at least $3.40 right here, to tap that liquidity. But you gotta imagine as well. So for example, if you have this is just a equation, let's say it like that. So let's say you are invested in XRP and you want to double your initial investment, right? Then if you want to double, XRP has to go to a price of $6, which would be right here, which definitely is possible. You can see it's not that far. It's a little bit above the half, something we have seen in the past as well. We break the half, we shoot above, later we break below. Definitely possible. But yeah, maybe with some other tokens, with a good setup, it's also possible to get a 2x, because this is called a 2x, when you double your money. But maybe XRP is a more safer bet, definitely. But I believe, especially seeing this happening across the board, I believe there will flow money to other altcoins, and it will make sense because many people have been suffering that are positioned in altcoins. But still, if we look at the previous time of XRP, I believe right now, and this just tells everything. Basically, I believe we have seen this pump, we have seen the U-shape bottom, and I think we are right now in this wave. I don't know how high that wave is going to be, but I believe that once this wave that we are in right now is finished, we are going to have a correction similar as we have seen in 2017. And during this correction, guys, I believe that we are going to see a very big altcoin season across the board. And right now, I'm not sure whether like this wave is completed. It doesn't look like completed yet, especially because we have the liquidation heat map. So it looks like this wave still wants to go up. I don't know how high this wave is going to be, but I believe that this wave will come along with these bearish divergences in the momentum indicators, and that is exactly what we have seen right here. So we had a high in the momentum indicator, and during that last rally right here, we had a lower high. That's called a bearish divergence, and that is basically telling us that that is the end part of this move, and that we are going to see a correction also based on Elliott wave. So we have a 3, 4, 5 wave. So we have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we are right now in the 5th wave, similar structure as we have seen in 2017. But in that 5th wave, we are coming into resistance with bearish divergences, and we have to be realistic as well that right now we are not seeing the manifestations or the signs of a complete takeover of XRP, of the whole crypto space. We're actually getting signs that the United States government, the president of the United States government, is investing in different assets, and maybe eventually this all can go into XRP, but that is for a later phase in this bull market, for a later stage in this market, because right now the manifestation is not giving us the confirmation. Yeah, okay, Trump became president, he's talking about ISO 222, he's talking about XRP, he didn't do that yet. So maybe one narrative can be that he launches meme token, everything goes crazy, everything like the transaction fees are very high, and then later in the story they come with the solution. Okay, XRP is the solution, like many prophecies are saying. But it will not happen tomorrow. At least that's what I'm seeing right now. That's my honest opinion right now. And this is also where my strength is. I have strong opinions, loosely held. I'm not married to any outcome. I'm not married to any narrative. And I also know that the universe is fluctuating and that sometimes I can have different interpretations. So that's why it's so important to keep an open mind to everything, but make sure that everything you do comes from a place of love. That's very, 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 very important, most important. There is no money in the world that can beat against that intention. Okay, guys, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If so, drop a thumbs up, guys. That is very much appreciated. If you haven't done so already, make sure to subscribe down below. And yeah, I want to wish every single one of you a very beautiful day today. And I hope to see every single one of you in the next video. Bye bye.